So I've been chainsaw milling for about 5 years. Bought the saw, bought the mill, and mostly was harvesting wood in our own property. And I'm a member of the Adams Farm Committee, and I got interested in what the Trails Committee was doing, so I recently joined the Trails Committee, and they had some ideas for benches, which the chainsaw milling is perfect for making benches. So this is for Paul Lazzaro, in memory of Paul Lazzaro, who is a longtime friend of mine. I've known him for about 10 years. He owns or owned Route 1 Auto in Plainville, and he'd done a lot of work on cars for me. And very nice guy. I thought a lot of Paul. And his wife's friends contacted the Trails Committee about doing a bench near the walkway headed over to Jarvis Farm in the Walpole Town Forest. So the Trails Committee contacted me about doing a bench, and I had this tree that had to come down. It's a perfect match for the project, and that's where we are. Started with the bare log, and then put a plywood I-beam on top of that log to establish a flat surface. And the chainsaw mill rides on that I-beam to make sure that you have a nice flat surface to work on for the next cuts. So we did 3 cuts today. The first one was the starting cut, which left a piece that was about 5 inches thick, and then we did a 3-inch slab and then a 2 7/8 inch slab. So the piece that I'm sitting on now is going to be the base of the bench, and then the one that we just moved into the truck, that's going to be the back part of the bench, and that will be engraved on a CNC engraver with Paul's information and a message from Paul for those who want to rest and look at the swamp there at Jarvis Farm. Yeah, so the Trails Committee is a great organization. They've been around fairly long when you compare it to other towns. And they've done a lot of very neat projects. And this New Year's Day, they did 4 trail walks, which was really neat. I went on one of them over 1A across from the prison, the new ball fields. They have a trail back there. And it's just a great organization. I'm just getting my feet wet working with the members of that. But I've seen a lot of their work. I like to ride my mountain bike on many of the trails that they've established, and very excited about being a member. My parents moved to Walpole in 1968, and I grew up here on Neponset Street and built a house in 1990. And fortunately, I'm able to have a fair amount of property around us and some of the old history that my parents' family had established in Walpole. My father was very active in the town, and I just love Walpole. It's great. I love where we live and not going anywhere.